Hello, and you're listening to Let's Drone Out. Tuning in for another wonderful episode, joined by everyone's favourite Curry Kitten.
Hello.
Andy RC.
I do.
Ready for the disclaimer?
Yeah, I found it.
Yay!
Wait, you want it now?
Yep, because Andy RC...
Suspiciously right next to Andy RC. Any views expressed by any guest, especially Andy RC, on this show are personal and may not reflect the views or the host or any participant of the show. Thank you very much.
And everyone's favourite T-boy.
Bonjour. I
Tony.
really need to make a tea.
Yep, go make a tea. I'll come back.
All right. I'm sorry that it's starting. And
It's fine. I'd just like to apologise to everyone that we were 15 minutes late, and it's to try and see whether it shows up on our screen thing and everyone
I thought you were
find it,
outside
watch
clapping.
it. And to kind of avoid the clapping, it means that you're able to clap in peace, knowing that you're not going to miss a precious second of Let's Drone Out. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot. I can't believe people still watch this, seeing as you can't actually do any flying. So, how's your week?
No, and our challenge for today is to talk, having a podcast, knowing we can't do any flying, but not talking about the thing that's going on. That's our challenge for today.
There's nothing going on.
Nothing going on. Exactly. That's up north. It hasn't got to you yet.
Is it safe for me to touch my package? It's been left alone for a week.
I wouldn't advise anybody to touch your package, Jack.
Yeah.
And
you've received yours, Curry, so maybe I could go through mine.
Oh, we should do that. What did you get?
Monday, I think. Tuesday.
Are you willing?
The same stuff as you.
Are you willing to touch your package?
I'm touching it right now.
Well, if you, I mean, to show us what you got in your package, because we all sort of did an unboxing and you got left out, so maybe you can
do that. Well,
maybe
I
you
got
can...
here very late. I think the postman died or something. I don't know, but the post has been affected.
And you read the disclaimer for me.
Yeah, exactly. I got about much the same stuff as you guys, and a lot of stuff. You know, it's got prices on it. I wouldn't be happy with that price when I can look in it and see it's covered in dirt, crap, and stuff. Anyway, I got some pretty handy things actually, slightly different to some of your stuff. Some M3 nuts, always handy.
Oh, it's always handy having nuts in your package.
Yeah, some tubing. This is not actual tubing. It's that stuff you can wrap around wires and things.
So it's not fuel tubing.
No.
It's that wraparound stuff you can do around wires. I got wheels. I got little wheels.
Yeah, we all got a lot of wheels.
And medium-sized wheels. So wheels are always good. I got props. Did anybody else get props? I got like this. I think it's a 6x5 and like a 3 or 4. Really flexible.
I really need an 8x5 pusher prop.
Yeah, you sent me a link, didn't you? And I just ignored it.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jack. Cheers, buddy.
A load of
the one I need.
Yeah, but they're a fiver at SMC.
Servo ones.
Well, that's a fiver to get delivered. Is it the one I need though?
So this is interesting. I got this thing, and it's like multiple bullets to these massive ones. For, I guess, plugging in lots of batteries in parallel to something.
Yeah, like maybe for a helicopter or something.
Yeah.
Something big and powerful.
Burr leads and Y leads. That's pretty much the norm. I suppose you know what this sort of it's like a nipply type thing. I presume it's for some sort of nitro engine or some stuff like that. I got a whole bunch of those.
Couldn't quite see.
Something oily.
I wish I knew how this works.
What is it?
I'm trying to make you big.
Yeah, I'm gone. If I click on you,
Paul Murray.
That's made you smaller.
God,
he's trying to
big spring thing. I don't know how you make
that's a landing leg. If it's got a spring on it, it's a nose wheel. So has
I
it got
thought
like
might
a?
be. It's so strong though. I can't
Yeah,
even bend it.
yeah. Planes used to have to be quite big because
This was for a full size plane, I assume.
no,
And
no,
I
no.
got some good. I got this here.
Oh,
This
that's a
is
motor.
It's a Turnigy Aero Drive something or other. So that's not too bad.
Oh, there
look,
we go.
I'm big.
Right
There we
click.
go. I got a big ass servo.
Ah, I need a big ass
Switch.
servo.
I thought you got a servo.
I got tiny
another Y lead.
servos.
All right. This is.
You
It
could do
looks
some
like just a
swapsies.
pack for the thingy. Some connectors that have been previously used. And then I've got a couple of these. This is a brushed motor. Messy and
That
greasy,
looks like it's
rusty.
out of like a toy car or something, isn't it?
It does, yeah. This was really good. I'm going to put this. This is a little hex wrench in different sizes. Good for getting props off. It's got an 8mm.
Those were for glow plugs and mostly to replacing glow plugs.
Look at this. This motor looks like it's about 20 years old. Of a brushed motor. It's all gone a bit funny. I put these out of the bags because they're suspiciously stinky and stuff.
Well,
Especially
everything smells of glow fuel.
Something.
Top of a engine.
An
Oh yeah,
engine
it
bit.
is. It is. Yeah, it's top of it. Looks like a 4-stroke actually.
Oh god, even I know that one.
A couple of spinners props. They look big scale, don't they?
Oh, Tribal FPV says he spent 45 minutes at DHL depot this afternoon waiting for a package, but it was well worth it. I'm now owner of an LDO hoodie.
Oh,
Well done,
Thank you
Tribal.
so
Thank
much.
you, mate.
45 minutes, almost the length of a show to get a hoodie. I feel
What's
for
this
it.
then, Andy?
So, I can't do that again. I can't see. Oh,
It
didn't
looks
we
funnel.
didn't we say those were the fuel tanks for control line models last week?
Oh, okay.
No, that was a header tank.
Yeah, that was wrong though. It was actually for a control line model.
Nylon motor mount and a metal one. More. This is like a USB plug to something or other. Don't know what that is. Servos, Dean's connector, more servos. Another one. This is weird. It looks like a bunch of lead, which is vaguely flexible in a bag.
Yeah, is the church missing that somewhere?
Yeah,
You guys got a servo cable. That looks like it's some sort of little adapter there.
Oh, it's a servo reversing cable. That
Paul
is.
Murray also got his new LDO hoodie.
Yay.
Going well, isn't
Paul Murray.
it? To something, another little thing, a balance lead, and that's about. So another load of interesting things, but I'm thinking you guys have got pretty much the same stuff. We can sort of.
I've got
round
multi-wheel.
vehicle.
I think I'm going to try to turn one of my drones into like a car drone or something.
Yeah.
I may do that with sellotape.
Sellotape.
You got some
Or
good
hot
stuff there, though. What's the big servo? Has it got a number on it or anything? That's the only thing I'm missing to make another car is a big servo for the steering.
So
Oh no, it says it's a JR servo. Is that quite good?
yeah,
You've got an
Japan
exhaust
radio.
pipe for a Fiat Panda there or something. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Has Jack changed his smoking habits again? Is that the next edition of the crack pipe? Right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I think that's what it's for.
You want to be careful with that, Jack. If that's got enough castor oil around it, it might actually set them. Yeah, might actually go up in flames.
Right, yeah. So I have an exhaust I've got.
Do you think that's an ironic thing that he put in there?
Yeah, maybe. That looks like it's an ESC,
Yeah, it's an ESC.
and it's actually got a little heat sink on it.
Did you not do your box last week, Jack?
No. I've got another ESC made by a company called Flight Tech, brushless 25-hole amps. Look at that nugget.
For a wing, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah. I have those control surface things that
Control linkages. I always get mixed up between horns and linkages. I think I can't remember what that one's called.
wheels.
Oh, they're sticky up things, aren't they?
Sticky up ruddery things, flappy things.
Yeah, as opposed to like the long things, like that's control rod, and other things are horns.
Yeah. Well, there's loads, isn't there? Isn't there one called a clip?
Stick. What's this for? Making stripes on stuff.
Stripes.
Isn't it like?
Stripes.
Isn't it? It looks like it's blue tack or something.
No, it's a roll of tape.
Oh, it's tape.
Yep. I've got a mini on-the-go crack pipe.
That's for like an OS engine, like a smaller 40 size engine, 40-50 size. You don't know what that means.
Some sort of weird, like pin splitter thing.
Why don't you make yourself big?
That's has that got FOSCI written on it, Jack? That might be a PWM to PPM converter. That those are quite useful. Oh, it's not got anything written on it.
Yeah, no.
But it could be. It looks like if it comes out as one servo wire and
no, it comes out two. It's got 2 in, 2 out.
Oh, 2 in, 2 out.
Yeah, I see a diode, some sort of weird. There's an 8-pin microcontroller, a few resistors, a few capacitors, maybe an inductor. I don't know. It's some weird square thing. I ain't got a clue what the fuck that is.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult when it doesn't say what the thing is on the package, isn't it?
Yeah, more wheels.
Oh, we've got plenty of wheels.
Yeah,
and then I've just a mixer. I guess it could be that if your radio doesn't do it. I've not heard of an actual device to do it.
That's a new.
I've got a Volt
in the chat there,
and that is a NiCad monitor. Whatever NiCad is.
What, you don't know what a NiCad is?
I know what a NiCad is. I've got another little mini control line fuel tank.
Yeah.
That is 2 whole pound.
Yeah. No one tell Tony a proper racer is in the chat.
Oh, hello.
Mako's in the chat, so.
Oh,
Mako.
Mako, it's a girl. I used to remember what those were. Actually, I still do. One was arresting me.
Should we tell them your police story?
I don't know, man. I'm still pretty traumatized from it.
Stressed with it. I made him draw a picture of it last night.
That's the best time to. That's the best time to talk about it, Jack. Let it all out.
Nah, maybe in a few weeks. I've got whatever the hell this is.
Up to the camera, Jack.
I don't even know. They're like, it just looks like servo extenders.
Hope you feel better soon, Crash Test.
Oh, buddy, you're all right.
You got a high.
Any idea what that is, lads? Is that solder?
Yeah, I think I got one of them.
Let's have a look, Jack.
It's like solder wrapped in a square.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, like really thick solder.
Yeah. I've got these weird T-shaped plastic. Are they prop things or something?
I can't quite see. The problem is the bag's reflecting everything, so all you're seeing is like light, unless you take them out of the bag. Oh, that engine. It's I don't know. It looks like half of an engine mount. Like, so you can change the size, by screwing it to the bulkhead of the plane,
Yeah.
and then you choose
You'll
the
be
size.
cynical, but I think this guy was just starting shop fittings to these boxes as he was getting rid of it all. That's what that is.
Yeah, Andy never told us where he got it from, did he? And he still hasn't.
I
No,
think Clive, he did.
But as
He
far as I
did
can
get frisked.
He'd put one decent thing, so there'd be like a brushless motor or an ESC, and he's like one of those in a box,
Glow engine
20
mount.
wheels, bits of glow stuff.
isolated.
What's
There's an isolation switch
Switch.
and a BEC for
Quite
some
useful.
reason it's 4.8 volts.
Oh,
You know,
I got
heaven
one of those.
forbid
But
it
mine
be
looked
the
like
5 volt.
it got food on.
Oh,
We
hey,
do
I've got a brushless motor made by Emax. Okay.
Oh, you got
Is
Andy's
it-
package. Then.
Is it red button?
No. No, it's the standard ones that used to come on the Nighthawk. The
Yeah.
shitty ones with the 3 mil hole.
Before Emacs were good.
Yeah, before Emax were good.
Well, before they
You
started
got
stuff to pilot to actually fly.
and an ESC.
I've got. Oh, man.
Look like bearings.
Well, this weird thing. That
Flute.
looks like the end of it all.
Flute.
injection
And then
Tell you what
pulleys.
I see.
rail.
I know my friend Phil will be screaming at the screen.
What telling
'cause
us
he-
what it really
he'll-
is.
I think I might. Let's see if I got
See
some
if he wants to
messages.
come on. We've got some.
You
Here we
won't.
go. Here we go. I'm getting answers on my phone. So yeah, that was an 11 mixer for a basic radio. That thing that we didn't know what it was.
Was I right about the injection rail thing?
There's a BEC. Whoa, 50 pence for a bind plug. Remove before flight.
I know. Phil says I know all I know, Phil, but I'm not sure you want to come on this show. Phil, what was the thing with all the holes in it? If you're watching,
Come on the show, Phil. Don't be scared now. Come on.
Yeah,
We won't
it's
abuse
fine.
you.
Uncle
Yeah,
Tony
no.
won't touch you.
they totally will abuse you. Don't listen to them. It's a trick. I'm here 2 years later, and they
Oh, Dean's to banana, baby.
Oh,
Ugh,
yeah, we all got one around. I think.
fucking hell. Dean's connector.
So, what are we all going to try and build some this of stuff?
And whatever the
well,
hell
we're all shut in, aren't we? So
this is, it's got buttons on it and everything. Mode, speed, bright, color. Ooh,
Hold it up, Jack. So we
there's
can
some
see.
sort of
That's probably just a plug thing for a camera, isn't
oh
it?
yeah, Damien.
LEDs.
Yeah,
LEDs. Yeah.
Ah.
it did.
Hey, make me laugh. And that's what I got in my weird box.
Oh, Phil says the thing with the holes in it is the inner part of a muffler exhaust.
Oh,
Jeez.
he was right. Damien Barnes said that.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Because it's like similar in a car exhaust. You get that, don't you, with the holes in it?
We should have. What we should have done is held it up and got people to.
guess what it is. Yeah.
Say what you see, people.
Well, that kind of is what we did because we didn't
Yeah.
know a lot of the stuff,
Oh, there you go.
and it's all drenched in castor oil and nitro fuel and stuff. Lovely smells.
It's going to be lovely the
Oil
weekend. Apparently,
kills
nice and sunny,
germs.
warm weather. Is anyone going out?
No,
Fine.
I am going to start killing zombies on Resident Evil 3. Come the 4th.
Okay. Anyone else flying this weekend? It's going to be nice weather.
No, because
You can
just
cycle
got
to
there for
somewhere
11.
and fly. I'm going to cycle to my local field and fly. I think.
You can do that as one form of exercise as long as you do your social distancing thing. Oh, you need a spotter though, don't you?
Well, I might let Thingy out from under the stairs.
Danny. Good
Don't it?
idea,
Oh,
yeah.
shut up. He got out ages ago.
Might let him out.
You would have been having sex with him right now.
I'm not
Oh
going
yeah.
to like you.
Nothing wrong with it.
Is he?
Can't go out on the government website. Lol.
Steady says he's lost motivation to fly. Oh man.
People should not take part in recreational flying during the current coronavirus outbreak.
Well, I can ride my bike to my field, surely. My exercise, and then when I get there, fly and ride back.
The BMFA say, Tone, their last update, I believe, was that you can go out and fly in numbers no more than 2, and also as long as you don't have to drive. Or the issue is like getting in your car and then having an accident and having to get the
I understand that.
emergency services involved. So I guess you could say you could have an accident on your bike, but how far do you take it? You could
I could fall down the stairs in a minute.
You could fall down a pothole or off a thing and twist your ankle or whatever. So it's.
I mean, I'm seconds away from a masturbation accident. I don't think we're do it 19 times a day.
I was going to say, Jack, how the blisters...
cut that if you can be asked.
No, leave it in.
It doesn't need to cut it. There was no
accident. All 19 of them.
I used the medical term, so hopefully you can leave it in there. Let's find out if anyone listens to this and you've got to that bit. Email me at brighton@gmail.com and let me know if that made it in. that's all. That's all you can do. I mean, I've got my tiny woot.
We all know what you're doing with that. You've just told us.
Yeah.
My friend Phil says, I'm sweating at just the thought of coming on the show.
Come on, Phil.
Come on, Phil.
I love you. I will light a firework in your honour of your arrival.
That's got to be worth it.
And I promise I won't say anything awful about you because you're a lovely guy. And
What was the first thing that you said? What was the first thing that you said to him? The very first thing that you said to him when you met him, Jack?
I love you.
No, it wasn't.
Daddy.
Come here and give me a kiss.
You can't even. This is how bad he is. He can't even remember. But it was so foul. I'm not repeating it.
Yeah, I can't repeat it because the editor will have to cut it out. I thought it'd be more funny if I just pretend not to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Mr. Shady says something in the chat. 2 of my mates had the cops called on them while flying today, but they said they couldn't see any harm being done. But the other officers may not take it the same view. And evening, Mikey Dredge just joined us.
Well, I got detained for about an hour or so to an hour and a half for on my way back from recycling late at night.
This is an artist's impression of what happened.
What is this?
I love all your pictures. You need to start selling these. Look at that. It's dramatic.
And the main thing to take away here is that brunette cop who was touching her taser there was apparently very hot.
Was she hot?
I went,
she wasn't going.
I mean, pretty.
Okay, we're going to need some explanation of this because I'm not sure the picture's doing it justice.
Yeah.
Why is Jack feeling up the lady?
I want to buy a hoodie now with that.
She's really small. I'm far away. No, she's far away. I'm up close.
I like your hair. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Phil says, I'm effing watching you, Jack. I don't forget anything.
I'm sorry.
It
was more a joke about how
you've got yours. You've got yours coming. That's a promise, Jack.
No.
No, the thing is because he think of it as in he's one of us, and then that's what he means.
Damn it.
Because he kind of is. This show has definitely changed
him. I know, mate. I'm so sorry. Like, if it makes you feel any better, Tony calls me one of them all the time. On this show, live on air. I went recycling, and I may or may not have checked my own car door, where the little twitchers who have got nothing better to do in their houses were like, "Oh my god, suspicious man is trying car doors."
Yeah, but they probably just saw this 6'8" walking down
with a bag full of recycling and phoned the police. And then I went,
checking car doors were open.
Yeah, my own.
Oh, your own.
The thing is, if you've seen Jack's car, you'll be like,
yeah,
he won't fit in that car. It's highly suspicious that this Yeti would be tinkering around with this tiny car.
To be fair, that's very true.
Tiny little car. It's what you do with it that counts.
That is very true.
It's a
So-
cool car. I like the Fiat 500. The Abarth, I'd have one of those.
Yeah.
I bet that'd spank even an Integra these days, Tone, with how old they're getting.
Not with me behind the wheel, but I do like them.
Yeah, the
They're
Abarth.
quite cheap
got-
on petrol, aren't they? And
You thoroughly enjoy using mine to get Starbucks and gulp at girls.
yeah, well, it's good.
He always borrows my car. He's like, I need to borrow your car. And I'm like,
You mean he used to borrow your car?
yeah. I suppose, yeah.
He's set now that he's settled down with a nice lady. I'm sure he only has eyes for one. Surely.
Yeah,
Of
well,
course.
no, he's my wife. My wife.
Can't we get a divorce?
Still in-
Yeah, you can, but you've got to. We'll go speak to Tanya.
It's
Yeah.
interesting that for divorce rather than annulment, which suggests it's been
Johnny
consummated. This
Benton's
marriage.
in the chat. Hello, look, even Aries just slapped his face. He's like, "Who's Johnny Benton?" He's seen. Hello, Johnny. How's it going? Have you flown anything?
People really have nothing to do, do they? They're tuning.
That's
Wow.
a good thing, though. We are providing a service.
We're an essential service.
Yeah, they were clapping for us.
Next week, they're just clapping for podcasts.
That'll be nice.
Only hope. Sorry, I just minimised.
Can we go back to this story because I'm unaware of this because I've been.
I think someone called the police on me for checking my own car door, thinking I was doing all the others. And I then went to the communal recycling bin. I put my recycling in the bin, and then I got stopped by the police and searched.
This is in the same street, is it? Or-
Didn't like 6 cars pull up or something?
3 cars, 9 police.
Oh my god! I thought it was a bit of a community where everybody knows Jack. I mean, you're on the phone with him when he's walking around. He's like, "All right, mate. All right, mate." Do none of them actually know him?
I mean, what makes me laugh is that there's drug dealers opposite the road, and they're quite all right. They're but you know, I'm just like, fucking get a life. I don't think they had anything to do. I
Was
think
it
they
weird
were
that they got close to you?
You think
Yeah.
it was them?
Did you freak out?
They
yeah, I was
even
like,
touched
don't
him.
touch me. To be fair, you look guilty, Jack. Right, someone time out Richard Warwick.
Oh no, Richard's cool, man.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
What
No one's
I
gonna
liked
bother him.
about the story,
You can't
most
anyway
when you
as a
told it,
moderator.
Jack,
Huh?
the whole searching thing where you're like, "Can I just empty my?" It would be brilliant if criminals could say, "I've emptied my pocket, no drug, all gone."
Yeah.
You see, in any
They-
other usual
they call
situation, Jack would love nothing more than to be frisked by anybody.
No.
So that just shows you, you know, how times change, doesn't it? You know, what's with the taser though? Was that a joke? They didn't get a taser out, did they?
I think they stroked it.
I think they need to get 2 out for him. I don't think 1 would take him down. What do you
They
reckon?
could up the voltage.
I think it's a shame that it's those kind of resources that are being wasted on like genuine reasons. I mean,
Yeah, especially when
can't-
you're trying to like arrest me for recycling with intent.
did they apologize?
No, well, yeah, they were just like, I think so, kind of.
You were
They
too,
were
you
right.
in that situation when there's any police around. It's like you just go. I know this from experience. Your head just goes elsewhere, doesn't it? And it's like, is this happening? You know.
Well, yeah, I did. I mean, I forgot about that, and then commented on how attractive one of the female officers were.
Is that what you did? You actually did that?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's why they may have gotten a bit touchy then, Jack.
Yeah. Hang on. Call Reese Davis.
That's what I thought.
No, call Reese Davis. Hang on.
Is this the police officer that you befriended after all
No.
of this?
Got a number.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yourself on
Contact
big
Jack.
screen.
Who's Reese Davis? Anyone
Who's
know?
the guy I was chatting to on during and he was in my ear on my phone. Hello, you're live on Let's Drone Out.
Please do not swear.
Try to swear so people can hear you can't hear them. Did I or did I not comment on how attractive one of the female police officers were?
You did.
Well,
Did
that's
they
what.
sound unhappy from after that moment, or were you too busy laughing?
I think they just kept it above board, professional.
Ah, But it was pretty
What do you
scary,
do?
wasn't it? In between me crying for my mum and everything.
It was very intimidating, yes.
Yeah,
Especially with how many were there.
yeah. So it was great fun.
She even looks quite attractive on your drawing.
Yeah,
He
she
took
was
a
very
great
attractive.
deal of time. This is neck version 3, just to make sure she was good looking.
Yeah, in between crying for my mum and just being like,
Why is there a brown patch on his trousers?
because I shat myself.
Jack drew this. That's him pooing himself.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Well, after they've done ridiculing me, I'm gonna play Animal Crossing, and we're gonna pretend that the police don't exist. They don't exist there.
So can you light up Pesky's FBV's comment?
So, all right, man. I'll see you in a bit. I've got another half hour, but I'm yours then, baby. See you later.
That's cool.
Thanks for coming on LDO.
Right.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Bye all.
Is
No,
that real?
I don't-
Anyone?
I don't think it. Oh, we've lost Wayne, have we?
Yeah, I've lost mine.
I don't think it's up to the CAA for that. But all I can say is the BMFA says that you can go out flying, but in no more than pairs, and you have to live with that person.
Don't listen to Andy RC. The real person you need to ask is Andrew/Frank. No offense, Andy RC.
No, that is actually true.
I think they've changed it, man.
Well, they changed it. Well, we can easily go on BMFA's website and find.
Go on BMFA's website. Prove us wrong. I want you to.
My StreamYard hung. Did I hang or from your?
No, that's me holding my arms out whilst they search me.
I don't know what happened, Curry. You just disappeared.
Your internet went.
Oh.
It's very hard to get perspective in a 2D Jack drawing. Are you going to do the joy of painting with Jack and Andy RC next week on a Tuesday?
Me?
Yes.
The only reason I wasn't there is that I forgot about it, so I apologise.
Can you set a reminder in your phone?
If I'm awake.
A Post-it note on your eyelids.
2 seconds.
He's looking up.
If he writes it on his eyelid, he's never going to see it.
Yeah, it's not changed. So according to the BMFA, yeah, you can. It's not advised to, but if you really must, then you can.
Does it share your screen with that exact piece of information?
I can't because I'm not. What I'll do is I'll post the link.
Post the link, but
I'll post the link in the chat because
LDO
I'm not
somewhat
logged in.
discourages it in case you hurt yourself.
Well, I'm in a.
Well, I'll be better off driving to my field than riding my bike then, because I have to go down like a dual carriageway on my bike.
Well, you're probably you're probably likely to get stopped doing both. So
I haven't seen the police car when I went out yesterday to work and then Tesco shopping, which was horrific. But yeah, at work and driving around, I didn't see any cops. Nowhere near me. Not down the motorway, not near Gatwick, nothing.
Mikey Dread says police will send you home if you're caught flying, as it's not an essential activity. Some dude got sent home from an empty car park with an RC car.
Well,
yeah,
it could be essential if you need to get out and sort your brain out. If you
that's it, yeah. Like you could turn around and say, I suffer with mental health problems, which most of us do, which is why we do this.
Yeah,
and this is my health exercise physically and mentally. So, yeah.
Well, mine's on a club on private land somewhere, so I'll be all right.
Mikey, 0 FPV. Donated. Let's light one up for you, baby. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's the first donation in about 4 months.
I know.
We never see these pop up now.
This is for you, because we're not allowed to use the shitty platform that I built. So that's why. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
That's cheered me up. Woo! Wow.
Hey, Aries.
soon, when we have power cuts and we're eating each other, this will be the only warmth I'll get.
I did say that the clapping tonight is going to turn into fights in 6 months.
What did we say, Tony, that we weren't going to talk about?
All right.
Oh no, you could talk about fighting. I tell you what, I'm properly into UFC now. Do you reckon I could like enter a UFC competition?
Yeah, I reckon a bit of training and
I reckon you should.
You think you'd love to see it, is what you mean?
Yes, that'd be fun.
I'm not sure my diet of. I'm not sure my
seriously wants to wrestle on the floor with.
Oh my god! Light up there, Zero's comment.
You know, haven't you got access to this?
No,
Tom?
he
You can
didn't
click-
log in. We don't trust him with the login.
No, man,
right,
because I'll just go end broadcast because it's red.
came out.
God, I've done that
the ISS. Yeah, this is the thing. I don't know. I don't know if you like. Something keeps popping up on my, like with your cookies and stuff. Banggood are trying to sell a speaker and a walkie-talkie for like for a Mavic, so that you can like talk to people through your drone. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think they understand the drone laws in the UK. You wouldn't be able to do that. But it's like talk to your neighbors with your drone. Are you all right? Do you need anything? Like, through your Mavic.
You could use it as a spy drone with action. Like, take your top off. Just looking through a window or something. See if they get the hint.
This is one of my favourite police memes. Hang on, I don't know whether you see that. Girls are the only ones who can multitask. Andrew Frey, man high on meth, fights off 15 police officers whilst masturbating. That man is a legend.
Is that who you look up to, Jack?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That's hilarious.
Win has sent a link for the
Having seen you scratch yourself on a prop at the Towers, I'm not sure you cut out with the UFC. That's a good point. That's a good point. There you go.
God.
Look at that thing.
That Win on Richard Warwick sent that.
Oh, sorry, that was Richard that sent that. I do apologise.
So what's the what's the
That looks
deal?
heavy, man.
What's the deal with that? What's the description?
Hasn't got much. Walkie-talkie, speakerphone. What's it say? Send transmission distance 200 meters. Lightweight and portable. Megaphone 25 grams.
200 meters. That's got to be fairly loud, hasn't it? Well, walkie-talkie frequencies. UHF,
that is an interesting tagline. It's highly compatible.
That looks like the Motorola.
A portable propaganda. I like that.
What?
That's brilliant.
A portable propaganda, if only 95 grams.
95 grams a load.
I'm not sure we should be giving this airtime.
That's funny.
Look at that.
I already want one.
Look at all of them. Every single.
Can you imagine me? It would just be like, Tony is gay. Ladies.
Fly over that attractive police officer and go, look, I just want to explain myself.
Am I any good to you? Over.
Come on, Andy, have a word, get a review model, go around your estate just shouting at people.
Green patches are here.
Hey, green patches. Evening, ladies.
NJ Tech couldn't answer his phone to come on.
If you
anyone need a guitar teacher, get in touch, spread the word. FYI, I miss you all back next week. So that someone asked a question. Look at this. We need to encourage this. We need to answer it more and be assertive and alert. Unlike Andy RC and I, who are highly addicted to prescription medication during this crisis. I'm not even going to pronounce that username. What is it?
Flea monkey.
Or
fly monkey. Yeah, fly monkey makes more sense, doesn't it?
Has anyone been receiving orders from China? I'm after a few parts, but I don't want to place an order if it's going to be 6 months before I see the part.
What was it that I ordered and it turned up like the quickest ever order? Oh yeah, a balance board, a parallel board. I ordered it from.
I told you to fix your own one.
No, I couldn't. And
Speaking of fix your own one, you do you want to elaborate?
What?
You got you bought a balance board. Carry on.
Yeah, I bought a balance board and it turned from Banggood, turned up in 4 days. So I think it all depends. What you need to be careful of is just. I mean, this is specific to Banggood, and all of the other Chinese retailers work differently. But one thing you really have to watch out for with them is they've got a shipping time, but a processing time. So the processing time is actually in stock. So the processing time could be like 30 days. And if that's the case, that's the time until it's in stock. And then the shipping time, 7 to 20 days, is once it's in stock, that's how long it could take. So if you're wanting to buy stuff from Banggood, I don't know what other shops, then look out for that. And if it says that processing time 2 days, shipping 7 to 12, then that's good to get.
That has got to be a bot, hasn't it?
Caitlin Wild.
Yeah, probably.
Might not be.
Southwest Kitty says, haven't seen MC Creations in a while. I think we seen him a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
He commented on he's commented on my video today, so he's around.
Oh, he's still all right. That's good.
Generator, have you been, this is personally, I'm chatting to you, have you been fully enjoying all the content that Big Clive's been putting up? I have, hours of fun. Richard Warwick said, just to balance it, my orders from Feb have arrived this week at Fly Monkey. It took about twice as long as usual. So I reckon what Andy's saying is, if it's in and it's a normal part you'd expect to see on the shelf, you'll probably get it fairly soon. If it's the usual drone crap that's going to take a while. Hang on, Rich, what shipping service did you use? What did you select? Like, you know,
probably the free ship, the cheap one.
Yeah.
Well,
what
cheap
about you, Andy? What did you select?
I always select the because like I don't mind waiting, so I'm like, this will turn up whenever because I'm always got lots of projects on the go. So I did the just the normal shipping, but yeah, it turned up really quick. This is the thing now. China has sort of gotten. You can't avoid talking about the thing. No,
talking about the thing.
Okay,
anyway,
I can say it. No, I can say it without talking about the thing.
I helped. No, go on. Are you sure? You promise?
Yeah. I can promise without it. I mean it. So.
By the way, I shared your little video of me embarrassing you with Painless 360.
Oh, did you? I bet you liked it.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, carry on. Go.
So they're back up and running. So yeah, you can order from them. Just check out the processing time. But I believe people who ordered the Cadex Vista, drone related, Cadex Vista, they said like mid-March you'll start getting those, and those have just started to come through to people now. People are telling me. They're back to normal. So just be mindful of like, they're a little bit tricky, these sites. I'm not sure. I don't think they do it on purpose. They don't translate well into English and things like that. So, but that's the rule of Banggood. I'm not sure about where else you buy from in China.
I'm all right. Fruity cakes. Do I say unhappy? It's probably because I'm not pissed.
Yeah, he did text me the other day telling me he loved me.
Oh, here we go. Zero says I've got some motors and frames from China last week. Took 2 weeks, same as usual. Yeah, they're back up and running, is the way that I will say it. Is the way I will phrase it.
Hopefully it'll stay there. Andrew Frank, our own Frank, is on BBC 4 next week. By the looks of it.
Is that next week as opposed to right now, which we've just all missed it?
How to make EP2s? What, he's making a Honda Civic? Will definitely be one. I know that's EP3. Sorry,
yeah.
No.
I think it's next week.
Cool. He's always on TV.
Yeah, I know. He's very, very.
Does he thrive for it, or is it just like, I've ended up in this situation where I'm on TV?
I think it's the same about coming on the show. He kind of digs himself out. But look at him. Look how photogenic he looks there.
Yeah,
With, like, wispy hair.
magnificent.
Oh,
That's
magnificent.
a lot of
Fully,
hair there.
fully magnificent. I think
Jack's hair.
vote who thinks Frank should be more hairy.
Yeah, I've not. Well, I imagine that might be the case for everybody soon.
Okay, Frank, we demand you be more hairy.
I thought you were going to get a mum haircut, Andy, and just shave it all off.
I have.
Or do it
but
yourself.
You can't see.
Oh, well,
Take
let's
your
have
hat
a
off,
look
prove
then.
it.
Show us.
No,
Come on.
no.
Can you show us afterwards?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
No
Do a
way.
Patreon only, and I'll show you after.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Right, join us on Patreon. $3 will get you in
he's
on the bonus
fibbing.
pod. Huh?
I think he's fibbing.
I'm
I
not.
think he's
I'm
done
not
it.
fibbing. Can you see any hair?
Oh, yeah, you normally have hair down the sides, don't you?
Yeah.
Ashwood. Oh, Andy, I'm looking forward
It's kind of missing.
to the thing now.
There you go.
Um,
Although it would be great if you could join my Patreon, because that's one thing I've noticed, which is understandable. Patreon figures going down. I mean, you know, a lot of people in a struggle. Everybody in a struggle. So, you know, understandable Patreon members going down. But
Yes.
you know,
Should
appreciate
you
the ones
pay
that are
your,
stuck.
bill, or should you carry on with a Patreon member?
Pardon?
Carry on with Patreon first. Yes, it comes down to essentials, doesn't it? And Patreon, a living that some people add on spare money, and of course, not many people have. Loads of laying jobs off at the moment, and we're not talking about this, are we? Because there's no one. Ignore me. Carry on.
I mean,
As
you
you
can
were.
talk about laying jobs off, but you can't talk about why. So that's true. People are.
can you,
So-
right.
It's very
Anyway,
tough for people.
but earlier on this week, I helped someone flash an ESC. Would you like to talk about that
Well,
experience?
Well, were they?
I haven't done it yet.
Were they part of your? Oh, did you do it via Skype?
Discord.
I have old 12 amp Afro ESCs running original Afro code with a 6-volt Beck, which has sat in a box for ages because they were wrong. And I wanted to flash brushed firmware on them to do a project, and I couldn't find out what the pins were. I figured it was some of the, where are we? Some of these little ones down here, which must do the flashing. And so I asked Jack, now you make me big. There we go. Some pins there. And I asked Jack, and Jack's got this thing which goes over the chip. And I said, I haven't got one of those. And he sent me a web page with the pin information, but I haven't done it yet, Jack, because I was busy putting a release out of my sim today. Slight plug, accidentally.
How's
Or
that going for you?
Well, thanks for asking, Jack. What, the
Oh,
flashing?
God, I hate this. Tony, you're a gobshite prick and you're a midget whore. There you go. I feel a bit better.
You feel better now, mate.
Swank, fuck, shitcock. There you go. It's LDO. Andy
So-
RC.
Say sorry to the editor now.
No.
I've never heard that combination before. I'm writing that one down. Wank, fuck, shitcock.
Jesus, I'm really
That's-
sorry, editor. It wasn't
That's
me.
one of his favourite moves.
Andy RC. Let's
What?
talk about Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, what happened? Because I was all. He said Jennifer Lawrence, and I was like,
Well, he's gone for a waz, isn't he? That's
Come
probably
back.
what happened.
oh, has he done that?
Oh,
What did you do?
I don't know.
Let's talk about Jennifer Lawrence. Yes, was
Yeah.
that a tease? And then you were like, disappear, because you know I'll be annoyed, because that's like one of my favorite subjects
Oh.
to talk about.
Any good to you?
What Jennifer Lawrence?
Yeah.
No,
She's my number one, man. We've talked about this.
Oh God. So I mean, like we can have a Jennifer Lawrence appreciation thing, and I can sit there and draw Jennifer Lawrence like one of your French girls
What, me and Jennifer Lawrence?
on Twitch
I think she's
.tv/Dreams of Fragile.
I think she got married though, so I'm not into her anymore.
Oh.
But you know, once that divorce comes through in 3 weeks' time,
he'll be back on it.
she's up for grabs, and I'll be there just waiting. Sure,
I'll
Oh.
let her
chance.
know. I'll let her know that you'll.
You'd literally drink her bath water. That's
I've
what
just
he said
come
to
up
me.
with a new Fiverr business for you, Jack. It's basically, I will draw you having sex with the celebrity of your choice. Andy,
Well, I
I'm
think
seeing
I've been
jealous smiles.
snorted then.
He snorted.
Yeah, I had a bit of that Tuesday night. Sorry.
Definitely back, aren't you, Jack?
Oh God, I'm sick of being good and being like, let's talk about drones. But you can't fly any goddamn drones. You get wrestled to the floor by about 18 police officers.
I'm
Oh.
going out on Sunday.
A lot of people paying £9 not to fly, and
Yeah.
BMFA insurance not to fly.
So are you saying all this is a conspiracy from the BMFA, Jack?
No,
to
I
get
think
£9 off
Get a
his.
goddamn refund or an extension into next year.
There was an extension, but they only gave the extension after like a load of us held out for the very last day and then paid. And it's like, oh, don't worry about it. Here's an extension. Boo.
Yeah, be careful, Tone. And then again, you know, I put a video up of me flying a couple of weeks before the thing that we can't talk about, and it got so many dislikes. What are you doing? You're ignoring all of this. I'm like you do realize that cameras can record things that happened in the past. So I had to put in the title before.
Oh my God.
And
There was
then
time before, you know, like when I was born and we lived and we used to skip round Tesco's and buy all the toilet paper in the world.
I think it was about 3 weeks ago, actually.
Yeah.
And like you post a video that was recorded 3 weeks ago, and everyone just, you know, call the authorities.
Can you imagine if me and you got together, Andy RC, on one of our editing binges, and I edit all my footage, like that are probably, you know, all the footage that people have never seen before. You know, like going to pool and
record so much, and then you just leave it.
no one cares. No one cares about my shit life. I don't do
do.
anything interesting. All I do is poo and get arrested. What?
That's a Netflix reality series right there.
Can't even recycle in peace. What is this? Are you happy, Caroline Lucas? Is this what you want? Sorry.
It's
Who's
Caroline
Lucas?
Caroline Lucas.
Yeah.
Was it? Are you referring that to that lady from the Tiger King? No, Caroline.
No, she's our green. I know she's got a sense of humour, because she's not a Tory. She is our green party representative.
It's gone political now. What is happening with this show?
Frank posted a funny meme. It says 2019 found this SD card. 2020 pre-lockdown. I said the L word. Yeah, she's the Green MP for Brighton. Yes, that's right. Richard Warwick.
Oh yeah, it's only you fucking hippies in Brighton that would elect someone from the Green Party, isn't it?
Oh, shush you! You're south as well.
Yeah, but I'm not Brighton. No one's quite that hearty-vardy.
BQ before quarantine. Oh, I said the word.
No one said the word yet, Jack. You can say all of these words. Do you know the word quarantine came from? Wasn't it? I'm probably butchering this. It was before one of the wars where a ship turned up and we got I think it was it 1918? There was something that happened in 1919. There was a situation similar to what we've got now, and that's where the word quarantine was first used.
Any of you excited for
one?
Huh?
Green patches.
Yep.
Like it.
Oh, really? Any of you?
It's coming.
Yep. 12 years from now, there'll be a generation of kids called the Quarantines.
I like that.
Oh,
bad.
Yeah, that can be generation quarantine.
Did we get a donation?
No.
Oh,
Just saying.
not.
Oh, I've
Um,
got some drone thing. Did
No.
any of you guys see Nurk and Neil deGrasse Tyson
Oh,
together?
I watched it.
Neil deGrasse Tyson video has popped up saying about drone racing, but I hadn't clicked on it. I didn't know it was Nurk.
No. If you go on Nurk's
It
channel,
didn't.
he met up with Neil deGrasse. So I'm a huge fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson's Star Talk. It's a YouTube channel about like the cosmos and stuff, which I've been watching. And Nurk got the amazing opportunity to go to the Hayden Planetarium, and he took one of Tony's crazy Cinewoop things, and he flew around, and it was for the intro of Star Talk. So Cinewoop. And then I believe he's done an episode of it, which and it's going to be about drones.
It was good.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's the Star Tours thing that's popped up on my. I'm not subscribed to it, but I've watched a couple, so it's popped my watch this,
You're
and I
not
thought
subscribed.
that's weird. Why is he talking about that? Yes, I was interested. The last one I watched was on the Are We in a Simulation one. Have you seen that?
Oh, wait, what? Sorry, you broke up for me there.
Are we actually a simulation?
Oh yeah. Oh well. It hasn't been released yet, but Nurk did a video. If you're subscribed to Nurk, then we had him on the show actually. I can't remember whether
We should try getting some people back. Drone racer, like his little. Where has it gone?
Gentlemen,
See
the
it anymore.
conversation makes for quite interesting listening. Any of you excited about the new Red Dwarf that's coming out? Because Frank's not here. We can talk about that sort of stuff. And there's nothing we can do.
I've seen the trailer, and I've really struggled with Red Dwarf ever since they went with the CGI, which was
Well,
really,
unfortunately, we lost the model maker this week.
Oh, is that what happened? Yeah, but ever since it came back on Dave, they always went with CGI. My dad was telling me the other day that there was one series where they dialed back the CGI, and it was quite good. But that's the thing that I always loved about Red Dwarf was the little models. I mean, you could say in some ways it got me into Airfix modeling because I got all of the stuff like that, like Starbug and stuff. And now it's all just computer generated, and it's done badly as well, like Doctor Who style. And it was to sort of make fun of that. And yeah, I never got back into it when they started doing CGI. They did it to make it cheaper because they didn't want to build full sets and things. So everything was done on green screen when it came back to Dave. But am I excited? I've seen the trailer, and not really. I believe the premise is going to be about cats, isn't it? Is it the cat race has discovered them or something like that?
I've got no idea. Don't spoil it for me.
I've already spoiled it for everybody. No, it's in the trailer. You can watch the trailer. They keep playing it on Dave. 14th of April it comes out. If you're interested.
Yep, I am so happy.
Someone's birthday.
$10 says they make it woke as fuck. Swore, sorry.
It's all right. If you're going to swear, say it loud enough so the editor can hear it. Editor, Andy RC swore. He said fuck.
Andy RC, they stopped making it about their relationships and made it a bit episodic. What? Oh, that's Dave. They stopped making it about their relationships and made it episodic. Not quite sure what that means. Phrases. Red Dwarf is awesome. I'm sitting at home eating curry, drinking beer with a cat, which is basically what they do on Red Dwarf.
Poor hygiene and no friends.
Yeah, with like just curry all down his top and stuff. Yeah.
It's going to be me.
It's no good. If Frank doesn't get it within a couple of episodes, he's not gonna, and it's no good making him watch anymore. It just sucked the fun out of it for everybody else.
Yeah. Which was the episode where they killed them all off? Was it series 7? And then that's when they went on hiatus for years and years. And I watched when they
It's a sci-fi comedy made in the late 80s, and It was filmed in Manchester, and it's quite a cult classic. I kind of
Yeah.
It's
recommend.
filmed in
It even
space. What are you
gets
talking about?
it even gets a mention on The Big Bang Theory. So that's how it was.
Thanks, Todd Speck.
I'll explain it some other time. Yeah, all right, Dave. Cheers. Yeah.
Thank
'Cause
you.
I haven't watched many of the episodes after Series 6. I think one of my favorite episodes, a spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, is the JFK one.
Oh, so good.
That is just so genius.
They filmed it in black and white, and it looked like ordinary footage, and they ended up having to do it in color again.
Oh, I didn't know that. But I
So
didn't know that.
yeah, if you watch it and then you watch it in black and white, it just looks like normal, normal stuff.
I
I never really
it
got
be,
into it. I
Yeah,
don't
Bill
mind it, I
Person,
liked it.
that's his name. Pearson. This week being Bill Person, mostly highly reputed maker of visual model effects in British TV cinema. So
I
yeah,
like what Todd Specker said. Each one of you guys has such a unique sense of humor. You always crack me up. Thanks, Todd.
thanks,
Cheers.
man.
Cheers, Todd.
Who's your favourite? Everyone's got a favourite. My favourite is Andy RC because he's a danger to himself and all of us.
Wasn't that a song? A Pink song? Yeah. I haven't got a favourite. You're all my favourite except Curry Kitten. I'm kidding.
I'm the
I'm
most
joking.
favourite, is what you mean.
Everyone's favourite Curry Kitten.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's what Jack
In
says.
title.
It's what's amazing. Like I mean, we joke about it, but the way that Curry is, it is almost like if I was to picture what Jack's dad would be like, it would be Curry Kitten because they are one in this. Like they are one in the same.
Does that mean Sophie's going to turn into a female version of Jack? I'm going to
God
have
help
to do something different very
Well, I
quickly.
don't know because I think you're bringing Sophie up very differently than you act on camera. I think, but some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth, I'm like, did Jack tell him to say that, or was it the other way around?
No.
It's a
Definitely
bit bad
not.
now because I moved her bedroom. Her bedroom's now there, and she came in the other day and said, "I've been hearing some very strange conversations from your room late at night."
She
Yeah.
used it as ammunition against you.
I saw that
Maybe.
video. Yeah, looked like a lot of work that did.
What did?
Oh, what are you going to do about watching movies now, though? That was my question. Because you've taken your cinema room down. Should you just not use it anyway?
Well, we only had 2 chairs, even though when we built it, Sophie had just been born. But I think we figured at the time it's like there's a baby, sit on our knee if we needed to. Or
Yeah, of course.
sleep.
Yeah.
Sort of 15 years later, it's like we don't all fit in there now. But we got like a 65-inch 4K TV with a decent sound system. So, just
Dad,
so
who's
it tops
Jaya? Oh, that is so funny.
What? Explain, because I don't understand.
You would if you tune in on a Wednesday. Me and Curry do a Twitch stream, and we've been playing this game, The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker.
Oh,
And
yeah, I know
we're a
that one.
fill-in psychiatrist, and we're seeing all his patients. And Jaya is the secretary, and Curry Kitten's got quite a shine to her.
She's hot.
That
It's either that, or she'd be saying, "Who is Mariana, and why do you keep going on about her feet?"
Yeah,
Would be the other comment
What,
we'd hear.
Sophie's saying this to you? Is she
Yeah.
through the wall?
She would do
So-
if she'd heard any of that.
She's
So-
like, Mom, I think Dad's having an affair. No, it's
Yeah.
just a computer game.
yeah. Don't worry, he's with Jack. He can't actually masturbate. I wonder if that's going to get cut.
No, you can say that medical phrase.
Medical term. Anyway, so if once a week LDO is not enough for you and you want a little bit extra, we all do little bonus things. Andy RC's got his RC channel. I've got a Twitch channel where we're hanging around with Curry Kitten. Curry Kitten's got his review channel. We alternate between me and Curry Kitten's thing on Twitch on a Wednesday. We should really post all this stuff up. We should really
Well, say the names of the channels,
should
Jack.
we make a schedule, like a LDO
Well,
schedule?
the name of the YouTube channel.
We'd have to stick to it.
The name of
Yeah.
the YouTube channels and links are always put in the bio. Have you added your Twitch stuff to that? Because it's like in the description of the video.
Yeah, I
So-
need to.
Todd's
Do it.
asking you a question in the chat there, Andy.
Asking me a question.
Where's the video, Andy? I can't seem to find it.
I don't know what
I know Curry wasn't there, but X-Class Field
X-Class.
Chase was so amazing to watch. Andy's song gave it a surreal feeling. That one, you mean? Or where is that video? Andy can't seem to find it. It's probably because it's got a strange name, but it does exist. Yeah, when we all got together and chased your X-Class. Give us 2 secs. I'll find it for you.
Yeah. We need to wrap up in a sec. We're already 5 minutes. So
Why
yeah, we
not?
do all that. Maybe we should do. And Tony films his dogging adventures,
Yeah.
where he hangs around with his dogs. You
I
can add
went-
links in the
I
YouTube
went-
channel info.
I went live on Twitch when I was playing COD.
Call of Duty. You don't actually say anything though.
I do.
You
I
just
swear a
win.
lot.
Yeah.
So
What
he
is?
was on Twitch.
Where
Tony
is it?
Twitched something.
Mm.
I'm confused.
And I watched it. Also, Magical Pencil in the chat as well. They've been streaming the what is it?
Well, he was trying to stream Half-Life Alex, wasn't he?
Yes,
Did that end up working? Because I know the first attempt
Mm,
wasn't going so well.
it did. It did. Can anyone recommend a vibration dampening setup for a pan and tilt camera and putting FPV gear build up in an MX5 5-foot wingspan, MXSR 5-foot wingspan? Do you think I could mount it on those little rubber balls or something?
Well, the problem with pan and tilt is they are quite
Velocity.
tall. They're quite tall, aren't they? So regardless to what you put them on, they and of course now we're all using CMOS cameras. That's where you're probably getting quite a lot of jello as well. I would say look on Thingiverse. There are a lot of pan and tilt things like that you can take from like a Mobius camera, which were quite low profile. So I think the issue is like the taller the pan and tilt thing, the more sort of rocking that you get.
Wind resistance it has an
Yes.
effect.
Yeah, so there were a lot of pan and tilt ones on Thingiverse that were quite low down for the Mobius camera, and I know a lot of people have repurposed those to stop vibrations and wobbling. But
My recommendation as well, I fully agree with Andy RC. Make it as low profile and compact as possible, and the lighter you get it, the more lightweight you can, the better. There's less weight, less inertia. Balance your prop. I recommend the Top Flight prop balancer. Have any of you guys seen this?
no, I used the Dubro one.
I used
So-
to balance props, but no need for it really anymore.
Well, you can't. There's
Don't last long enough to balance them these days.
no
Yeah, I
point.
know.
We're talking on planes though, which is more important.
Yeah.
They come with
So
balance
so
on plane.
yeah, it opens like that, and then you've got 2 bars that go on the bottom, either side, so it holds it out at a certain length, and then you've got a bar suspended with magnets that you put your prop on. So balancing your prop makes a huge difference. And center it, make sure your CG's all correct, and you got a nice. Is that right? Making sure that your CG's good on your plane.
Light up Andy's Frank's.
That's right. The other thing I
Display,
do
not light
on-
up.
on planes, in all seriousness, there's always this point where there's vibration at different places on the motor. So if you put like a phone on your plane, and after balancing your prop, whir it up and have a look at the vibration reading on a vibration app, and then unscrew the prop slightly and just turn it about 20 degrees left or right, and there is a sweet spot on the motor where the prop will be much better balanced than other places.
Mm.
You will
And then
find.
mark it with Tipex to give yourself an idea.
And then tighten your prop up on that mark.
And there's also a product called Moon Jello.
Yeah, I
Or
used to
Jello.
use that moon gel.
Yeah, Moon Gel. Check that out for. It's way better than those rubber balls.
For her pleasure. Moon gel.
Yes, totally. Right, let's wrap it up there. We're 10 minutes over. We'll have to start paying the editor more.
Well, you've
So-
got a lot to do because you swore a lot. This
Yeah, well, I
week.
snapped a bit. I'm getting a bit weird trapped indoors all the time, and I haven't had
I've
my
already forgotten what you
prescripted.
said now. I forgot to write it down. It was good. It was like dick fuck cunt face or something. I can't remember now. It was good,
Definitely,
though.
I did not have the C word in it.
C word.
All C words are banned.
Oh,
No. Will you put it on a t-shirt if I give you my font? What I said.
I can add any old shit to the Let's Drone out. It's not a problem.
I don't know. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, everyone who tuned in. Let's quickly read out some names. Tony.
Michael, Zero, Tailspin, Win Davis, Green Patches, Magic Pencil, Fraser Sting,
Shady, Drone Racer,
Frank, Shady,
Patches, Zero. Zero, he's the best.
Zero, FBB, Fraser Steen, have I said that? Richard
Crash
Warwick,
Test, Aries,
Crash Tests, Mikey Dread, Mako's in the
Boo-boo.
chat for a little bit.
Magic
Green Patches,
Pencil,
of
tune into
course.
his screen.
Drone Racer.
Shady, Clive.
Yeah.
Is that the real
Clive,
Shady?
I know.
Slim Shady?
No, I don't know.
Apparently,
Anyone else we
somebody-
missed? We're
Somebody
sorry.
said I look like real Slim Shady. I couldn't
Give
look
us,
any
come on,
different,
give us a
man.
little tease of the
Take your hat
hair.
off.
Hair. Oh, oh my
That's all
god!
you're getting.
The trouble is how white you are, and that you haven't been outside. No offense to cancer patients, but you kind of look like one of them.
Thanks, Clive.
Wonder if that will stay in. Well, anyway, you've been listening to Let's Drone Out. Maybe get rid of that. Editor. You've been listening to Let's Drone Out.
The
Thank
problem
you
I've
so
got
much.
with that is all these cancer patients saying, "Oh God, we don't look like Andy RC now, do we?" It
I
depends
know.
which way around to take that.
Andy
Definitely
RC.
cut all of that out, please.
Andy,
from my
never get
request.
cancer because then it won't be funny.
This is what I'm saying. I'm just saying, be careful.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully, someone will find that funny. Thank you. You've been just cut the whole last 10 minutes.
At my funeral. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll be deeply upset. I need you.
Can I sprinkle your ashes on Queen's Park football ground? Come
What?
on, that's a bottom line. You both must know that.
It's I thought of an awesome bottom line. I'm not gonna remember it. I'll see if I can remember it.
Come on. Let me
I
just...
woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, "Oh, that's from Bottom. Tony will love that." And I've completely it'll have to be another time. But it was like, it was a really funny one.
Hit the like button, hit the bell end so that you get notified that we're live. You've been listening to Let's Drone Out. Another fantastic week. You've been joined by everyone's favourite curry kitten.
Goodbye.
My little secret favourite that I like to phone up and have good old whinge cry sessions with, Andy RC.
Ta-ta.
And my favourite wife, my little Tony.
Bonjour.
Thank you and good night. You've been listening to Let's Drone Out. See you next week. Remember, Wednesdays, Curry Kitten Wednesdays, about 9 o'clock on Twitch. Take care, guys.
Wash your balls and dick and all that business.
Yeah, wash your hands. Bye.
Bye. Bye.